Hello viewers, welcome back to another episode of An Old Man with a Smartphone. In my last episode I showcased this new antenna. It's not publicly available yet, it's experimental antenna. And in that video I made a few comments that were not accurate or correct. I mentioned this was a high Q antenna, and that is not true. I have my antenna analyzer out, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. I also mentioned that this antenna should be used on low power, 5 to 10 watts. That's also not correct either. This antenna will handle your whole 50 watts. So I mentioned that you tune the antenna by moving these two sliders back and forth, and that's about the only thing I said in the last video that was actually accurate. So I'm making this new video using an antenna analyzer to help highlight and showcase what the antenna can truly do. So here we have it connected to my analyzer, and we'll just get you zoomed in so that you can read this a bit. As you can tell, it is not high Q. From 144 to 148, it's pretty low on the SWR. We do have a bit of peak here. That you'll adjust by sliding the clips. I'm going to just slide one a millimeter now. They're a little stiff to slide. There we go. And as you can tell, moving that clip just 1 millimeter has greatly influenced the SWR. Kind of put it back, and you can spend a bit of time sort of playing with this back and forth trying to get it right. And that's why I had mentioned you need an antenna analyzer for this. The other thing I've noticed is, well, being nicely tuned here, it we'll go to stimulus, change the marker from 440 to 500. And that covers the 70 centimeter band. We can see in here there's the big dip, and that can actually be changed quite easily simply by sliding one of the clips. You can greatly influence where that where this node will be, but for the most part we're just focused on the ham bands between 144 and 148. So we'll take a little look at, 440 to 448. So we'll do 440 to 448. And as you can tell, it does have a great match in that area. The other thing I've noticed too is without any additional tuning, you can go from, say, 800 megahertz to 1.5 gigahertz. And it's actually usable all through that whole area. It only slightly peaks over the 2 at some places, and again, that can be tuned out real easily. So this will handle your 800 and 900 megahertz. It's actually going to handle your microwave into the gigahertz. This analyzer doesn't go up to 8 or 10 gig, so I can't show you a visual of that. But the point is, this antenna is far more broad-banded than what I previously believed. And again, this is an antenna made by a local ham. I'm kind of getting this all wrong here. But this antenna is made by a local ham. It's not quite available for purchase yet. It's still in the testing. So I'm proud to I'm proud to be a member of the test team, so to speak. I don't have a whole lot more I can add at this point because I only just got the analyzer out and started playing with it. However, this antenna is very solidly made. We'll get back to showing you the antenna. It's essentially two pieces of metal separated by a dielectric or a non-conductive material in the middle, and then these two clips just shorted out in various spots for tuning purposes. The size and shape of the antenna also comes into play with this particular antenna. It does not need a ground plane. I believe I mentioned, you should stick it to metal or that sort of thing. It actually doesn't require that. Here it is just on my bench, and it tunes up just fine. Once you get it all tuned up for the environment it's in, you shouldn't have to mess with it again. It should more or less cover your 2 meter and your 70 centimeter. I have had luck tuning as low as 100 megahertz, pretty much all the way up the scale. So this is that one antenna where if you know how to tune it and you have an analyzer, it's the only antenna you're going to need, regardless if you're on a commercial band or a ham band or where you are in the frequencies. This has very quickly become my new favorite antenna. I've learned that the magnets are very good and hold very, very well. In fact, just the other day, the gentleman who makes these antennas was testing one out in an automatic car wash, just making sure that he likes everything he sees there. And I could tell by the sound of the excitement in his voice, he was really happy with this antenna's performance. These magnets are actually so strong. We'll just get the analyzers moved over a bit. It's so strong that just one will pretty much hold it in place. And you can put it anywhere. Now, it's not meant to be used in this configuration. That almost won't come off. It's meant to lay flat like this. It's designed to go on the roof or the hood of your car or trunk. You can also just set it on the dash. As hams, sometimes our wives don't like the family minivan looking like a steel porcupine, but this radio or this antenna is very discreet, and some wives just don't mind it. I've also noticed that due to its propagation properties, with these blade antennas, which are really, really good, when I'm on my back deck using these blade antennas, I got to be careful where I stand because I have a lot of parasitic elements in my backyard that will interfere with this signal. And this antenna does not seem to have that same problem. So it's my understanding that these are going to be made available within the next few weeks. I have no idea what the price tag is going to be, but I do know it's going to be worth it. To get one of these, if you're interested, you need to go to vfcoms.com, velocityfactorcoms.com, and you'll have to wait for it to appear on the website. The same gentleman who created this antenna also has other antennas that he has made. He's actually quite well known in our community for testing these antennas on the radio. One of the designs he's created, or not even an antenna design, just a product, looks just like this. Standard roll of 550 paracord. Except when you get the paracord from VF comms, in the center is a metallic material that runs the entire length of the cord, meaning you can actually use your paracord as an antenna. And you can tie it in knots and string it up any way you'd like. I thought that was really cool. I haven't purchased any of the paracord off of him as of yet, but I certainly do intend to get myself some. Other than that, I've got very little to share with you today on this antenna. I just wanted to get out there and mention that, it's not high Q as I had previously stated, nor is it low power as I had previously stated. Both of those were wrong. And I like to correct myself for my viewers. I think there's enough bullshit on the internet. I don't have to participate in telling lies. Other than that, I don't have anything new to share with you guys today. Do continue to go to vfcomms.com to see when they're posted and when you can get yours. I highly recommend this antenna. The more I play with it, the more I fall in love with it. Aside from that, we will see you guys on the next one. Do feel free to leave a comment, and I do read my comments and I do respond to them. Which is how I figured out I was wrong. The creator of this antenna had put a comment on my channel, and thank him for doing so. I always like to go back and make sure I'm getting correct information out to my viewers. You guys have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.